Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel for another update on Bitcoin and Solana. It's currently Monday the 8th of April. We've got some new news to talk about for Sol, new meme coins that have come out, and Bitcoin is breaking out 9 days before the halving. As always, let's talk about everything you need to know for these. Now, starting off with the news for Solana. Now, the obvious whale in the room right now is that putting transactions through on Solana is a bit of a pain. The network is not down, but the ping time is so high that it might as well be. And in degen terms, this is basically what's happening. This is you trying to put your transaction through on Solana, sending your transaction to the block leader, and there are bots just spamming with hundreds of thousands of transactions on hundreds of thousands of new meme coins that are coming out every single day. Now, there's one thing I found that really helps with this. This is if you're putting transactions and swaps through on Dupe, head over to the slippage settings and click beta. As soon as I clicked beta, which is basically automatic slippage settings, my transactions were going through, 10 times more frequently. If you're trading very popular blue chip meme coins, you're going to have about 2% slippage. If you're trading meme coins under $1 million market cap, you're looking at about 4% slippage. In other news, Grayscale's digital large cap fund has removed Cardano and increased their exposure to Solana to 4.5%. In other news, Radium's become the first automated market maker on Solana to reach 100 billion in trading volume. In other news, SymmetryFi has now enabled meme coin bundles on Solana. In normie terms, this is basically an ETF for memes. Now, to partake in this, all you need to do is head over to their Twitter, click on their link in their bio, and then on the homepage you can see this create button, and you can create your own basically ETF bundles for meme coins. Now, the next Solana hackathon powered by Colosseum has the rest of today remaining for people to submit their entries for Web3 startups. This is really only for devs and entrepreneurs who are creating a product on Solana, who are looking for funding, and who are looking for incubation from Solana Labs. I'm going to be involved in the next breakpoint in some capacity, but no announcement right now. In other news, Tensor is live and you can go and claim. You have 180 days to claim your Tensor. Basically, if you've used the Tensor NFT exchange previously and you've created volume, then you might have an airdrop. So head over to Twitter, head over to the Tensor Foundation, come down to the verified link, claim.dupe.ag/Tensor, connect to your wallet, and then if you do have an allocation, you can come down to the bottom and claim your airdrop. A friendly reminder to pre-order the Solana Chapter 2 if you haven't already. It's currently priced at $500 for the early adopter. Prices will be going up. So if you want lots of airdrops, if you want a cool phone, and if you want to support the Solana ecosystem, then be sure to use my referral code. I'll leave that down below. Now, a quick update on GetGrass. I've now been using GetGrass for 25 days. In that time, I've earned 51.6 thousand points. Coming over to Whales Market, you can see that's currently valued at 0.65 Sol or $118. This is literally just from running it in the background. So if you want to start earning some points today, pre-market, before the tokens release, then be sure to use my referral in the description. Now, let me put a new project on your radar called Dog with Chrome. This is a new Solana meme coin. This crypto basically came out as a spin-off of Dog with Hat when Anseem tweeted out Dog with Chrome. If you don't know who Anseem is, he's a pretty famous Solana influencer, and he typically wears this Chrome Hearts hat. This is a designer brand. I think this is like a $4,000 hat, and they just put the hat on the Dog with Hat, and this token was born. Now, at this moment in time, it has had a very nice run up. It's only been about for a day, but it managed to come up to a 5 million market cap as of last night. So it's less than 24 hours old, but it was created late on Sunday evening yesterday. Now, of course, I shared this trade with my Discord early. This is why you should come and be a part of the Discord. This was a higher confidence call that we gave at a 1.3 million market cap. As of the time of recording, it's only at 1.4 million, but literally about an hour ago, it came up to over a 2 million market cap, so well over a 50% return on just this call alone. I think this is going to go much higher. I personally think this could easily break its all-time high at 5 million, come up to a 10 million market cap. Basically, anything that Anseem touches seems to do very well, and they're building a pretty big community. They're doing lots of community spaces, and I just like this meme. So just putting it on your radar. For full disclosure, I do have a big bag of this already, and I will be looking to take some profits round about anywhere between 5 to 10 million market cap. Just like I did with WIF, I will be leaving a moon bag, because what happened with WIF is, when it went crazy, we talked about it at 10 cent, round about $1. I was like, yeah, I'm selling some, but I'm keeping a moon bag. And then it went to like $4. So I always think it's a good idea to sell. Maybe if you want to be all out of your meme coin, sell 90%, keep a 10% moon bag, and then just see what happens. Now, in terms of the Bitcoin news, not too much to update. We updated the cumulative flows for the previous week of the 1st to the 5th of April. It's of course Monday. No flows have happened over the weekend. We did see positive flows resume last week. However, they were very lackluster. ETFs aren't piling in as much as they previously were, but you can still see that the Bitcoin spot ETF cumulative flows are coming and hitting new all-time highs, which is definitely very, very good. So I'll keep you up to date on these. I think if we want to see another explosive rally like we saw before, we need to see ETF flows resume in much larger numbers. As always, I'll keep you up to date. Make sure you follow my Twitter at 618_cowboy, and I'll post any of the major news that happens over here. So that's the news for today. Let's now dive into the chart, starting off with Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. The previous diamond top and asymmetrical triangle pattern that we detailed on the channel has actually broken to the upside. We have had 2 4-hourly candle body closes above this structure at this moment in time. On the 12-hour time frame, we have managed to have 1 candle body close above this diamond top formation. At this point, I would really like to see the daily candle close above 70,500, and then I would like to see continuation to the upside to let us know that this pattern is really broken. Now, if we don't have that and this ends up being a swing failure pattern, and as you're watching, if we start to close a daily candle beneath around about 70,400-ish, then we might be right back in this diamond top, and that's typically where you get a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. As I previously detailed in my last video, I really don't see Bitcoin breaking below 60,000 pre-halving, and I'm still sticking with the same narrative that mainly I just expect a little bit of sideways action coming into the halving, which by the way is 9 days away. I'm not overly bullish, I'm not overly bearish, I'm seeing a little bit of 50-50 narratives here, but at least I don't expect a major face tear just before the halving. If we are looking at the daily time frame, you can see we have had a bullish break above this asymmetrical triangle as well. And earlier on in the week, we did manage to come down to the 50 TMA, 50 triangular moving average, and close bullish on it. So on all accounts, in the higher time frames, we're still very bullish. And once again, I reiterate, I do expect something like this to take place, where Bitcoin is going to start stair-stepping and then just exploding to 100K or more. At this moment in time, I just don't think it's going to happen right at this moment in time. Now, on the daily time frame as well, I will detail that we are still forming, or we could still be in this regular bearish divergence where the price has been moving up and the oscillator's been moving lower. Now, if Bitcoin does not manage to push above 73,700 in the next couple of days or so, and this ends up being a lower high, then what could happen is this regular bearish divergence could become very valid and start acting fast as Bitcoin breaks down to around about 60K pre-halving or post-halving in about 9 to 10 days. The other alternative, in my opinion, is Bitcoin pushes bullishly above 73,700. The bearish divergence will get stronger and stronger, and then maybe coming into the halving, we have a little bit of a correction. But all in all, like I said, I'm not in any longs, I'm not in any shorts. At this moment in time, I'm in spot Solana, I'm in spot Bitcoin, I'm in my spot meme coins, and I'm waiting for a clear, decisive break in one direction to let me know where the next leverage position is. To be honest, I'm not 100% comfortable leverage trading right before the halving. So I'm probably just going to sit in my spot bags. If we do manage to break down, I'm hoping we actually come down to 60K so I can look at long positions. If we never come down that low and we just push to the upside, that's completely fine with me. I'm completely in spot right now. No bearish short positions are going to be happening for me for this entire bull run. So let's just see what happens pre-halving. Once again, lower time frames are starting to look a little bit more bullish. Daily time frame is looking a tiny bit shaky if we do not manage to break above 73,600. But all in all, I'm going to be neutral for about the next 14 days. Then I'm going to be extremely bullish. Moving on to Solana, it's also doing everything it needs to be doing with higher lows and higher highs on the higher time frames. If we do come over to the weekly, you can see that last week we did manage to get that bullish close above the 618 Fibonacci. We came and retested $165. So in my opinion, even in a worst case scenario, which is what we drew out in the previous video, this is really what I see happening. We've already retested 165. Could we retest it again? It's possible, but I don't really see Solana breaking beneath $165. The daily stochastic is starting to curl up, and I do think that 165 low was the bottom. We could retest it one more time, but all in all, I expect us to start moving up much quicker very soon. We've been trending sideways for about the past month on Solana, and because of that, the stochastic RSI has almost managed to come down and fully reset once again. So we're in a very healthy position in the higher time frames where Solana could definitely get continuation. On the daily time frame, you can see that we are holding support on the daily EMA ribbons, and the 50 TMA is starting to catch up with us very quickly. What I would really like to see is something like this, where Solana just trends sideways, not really sure what to do coming into the halving, retest round about $180 where the 50 TMA is, and then that's when I think we're going to start going parabolic. And this is mainly because this is what we did in the previous halving. When Bitcoin had its previous halving, that was the exact bottom for Solana. Solana kind of came down a tiny bit into the halving, just pre-halving, so this might be what we do again, and then we just started climbing to $270, and that's what I think we're going to do this cycle. On the 12-hour time frame, you can see things are looking a tiny bit shaky. We're not 100% sure whether we want to be in this asymmetrical triangle pattern or not, but like I said, with everything Bitcoin Solana, I remain relatively neutral for the next 10 days or so. I want to see the halving get out of the way, and then I want to see a clear decision. All in all, Bitcoin Solana, I'm pretty neutral for the next week or two, and then after the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be extremely bullish. And that's when I'm going to be reiterating my price targets for Bitcoin, above 150K, and for Solana, above $1,000. I still think even if Bitcoin and Solana doesn't do too much, that meme coins are still going to pop off. So keep your eyes on this new call that I just gave you, Dog with Chrome. For today, that's all I've got. If you enjoyed the content, as always, smash like on the way out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.